Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mr. Eckler's math class. I'm him, and today we are going to talk about decimal fractions. No, that's not spelled wrong. That's what they're called these days. They are decimal fractions. They are one, they are the same. A fraction, a decimal, one word, decimal fraction. Today we're going to talk about concrete modeling of decimal place value. And to do this, we're going to go look at some old friends. You'll recognize these little Cuisenaire place value rod type dealy thingies because y'all have been using them since basically kindergarten. Now in years past this has been 100 and this has been a 10 and this has been a 1. Well, this year we're going to change up the values a little bit. Now if you think about it in terms of place value, this big block has how many little squares in it? Well, of course, that's 100. And it has how many columns of squares? Well, of course, that's 10. So as we think about it in terms of a fraction, this has 100 cubes, or 10 columns or rows, of squares. And this, of course, would be one whole. This is our first decimal. And as you probably have guessed by now, this is a tenth. Now, a tenth is written this way, 0.1, decimal 1. Don't say point. People get upset when you say point. I don't know why either. It's tenth, decimal 1. Looks like that. Now, when we talk about decimals, we talk about place value. Everything behind the decimal gets a th. It gets a lisp. So instead of a 10, we have a tenth. And we have this little guy here. Well, how many of them are in the big block? 100. And you guessed it. These are hundredths. Hundredth. And that is a decimal 0, 1. This is the hundredths place. This is the tenths place. And in this column, if there was a number here, this would be the ones place. Okay? Place value. What a concept, right? Let's take a look at a pretend number. Actually, it's a real number. It's just 54321. But that's not how we say this number. We don't say 54321. We don't say 543.21. We don't say 543 and 21. We use our place value. So we read the first part of the number, which is 5 what? You guessed it, hundreds. So this is 500, tens, 40, ones, 3. And this is what? This is 2 tenths and 1 hundredths. To read this number, we would say 543 and. Whenever you see the decimal point, that is when you say and. A note to parents who might be watching, a common mistake that students will make is to say 543. No, because that would mean that there would be a decimal point in there. So 543 and 21, and then I say the decimal value, or the place value, excuse me, of the last column. In this case, hundredths, 21 hundredths. Okay? Let's look at our first example today. And what we're going to do is build a concrete representation of our cute little fraction, decimal fraction thingy, this guy right here, this 0.28. No, it's not 0.28. It is 28, place value, hundredths. Okay? So, how many tenths do I have? Well, I have 2 tenths, so I drag off 2 little bars that are tenths. And I have 8 hundredths. That's right. I'm having a Dora the Explorer moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And it is that easy. 28. The whole number has shown up. The ones place. I have 1 whole. So I grab 1 whole. I have 8 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have 2 hundredths. 1 and 82 hundredths. 1 and 82 hundredths. Again, saying the place value of the last digit. Uh-oh. This one's going to get tricky on me. So I got 1, 2, 3. Quit it. All right, I just got to stack it. It's going to look ugly. 3. There we go. Holes. But I don't have any tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 and 7 hundredths. So to look at our final example here, I have 1, 2, 3, right? So I have a decimal and 3 tenths, right? But if I count, how many do I have? If I count all the little squares in the rods, I have 30 hundredths. This does not change the value though. I still have 3 tenths. I also have 30 hundredths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 20, 21, 22, 30. They're all right there, right? So the 0 here, it doesn't change the value when I put another 0 behind it. I still have 3 tenths. I also have 30 hundredths. And if I put another 0, I'd have 300 thousandths. But we don't need to know that because, 4th grade. So this concludes our review today of today's decimal fractions. And any questions, please feel free to ask tomorrow in class. Watch the video again, show it to mom and dad. Hopefully they can help explain a little bit. This one is very straightforward. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again soon.